Hey gang, so I got out and seen 1917 this weekend, and while I did enjoy it a little bit, I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good. I had a lot of issues with the pacing and certain little things. I by no means would I put this as best picture. No way possible. This is just a historic war movie. There's nothing special about it. It is a straightforward, hey, you take this message to the front movie. There's really nothing besides that in it. I mean, it is a good movie. It does a lot of good things. The story is well told. It's just, I just had trouble first. At first, I had trouble liking certain people. Okay, then that was okay, and then I started just getting frustrated with what was happening on screen, as in, where's this going? Why are we moving so fast and then so slow and then this and then that and then some explosions and then just nothing particularly interesting in the movie, the entire movie. Nothing really. I'm going to put it all out there. This is spoiler territory I'm getting into. So if you want to watch it now, I dog a lot of things in this movie, but at the same time, I did enjoy myself watching it. It was, as far as it looks, it was really good. There's a couple things that threw me off. I almost positive that some of the rats in this movie were CG. There's no fluid movement to some of these things. Like when they're in the first bunker, there's a rat that goes up this bag and onto the boards and runs across the boards, and it's not fluid. It's not a real rat. If I'm wrong, but that little thing threw me off because it was so fucking obvious. It wasn't funny. Like I'm watching this special effects, highly special effected war movie, and that rat's thrown me out of it. That shouldn't happen. A big draw to me even seeing this was, hey, it's up for high awards. Maybe I should go watch it. I don't know if I want to. Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch is in this. Hell yeah. Yeah, he's in it for a whole 45 fucking seconds. So if that's the reason you're going, is to watch a performance by him, which is the reason I finally went, the reason I finally pulled the trigger and said, yeah, I'm going to go watch this today. The whole fucking movie, 2 hours, I'm watching. Where's he at? Did I read this wrong? I don't want to pull my phone out in the middle of the theater. I don't want to see, Shirley. And then he's there. And then he's gone. And I'm like, okay. I did get to see an okay movie. I had a good experience. I always love going to the cinema. But yeah, it's just nothing special. I could put, 100. No, probably not 100. That's kind of stupid. I could probably put 25 modern war films in front of this as far as it being great. I don't know what the appeal of it is, other than it's a historical movie. It's not even. I don't even know how accurate it is because it's based on stories told by by the director's grandfather, I think, or great grandfather, or something like that. It tells you at the end of at the movie. The main character himself, I had ups and downs with him, whether I liked him or didn't like him. There's one spot in particular where I don't want to give it away because, well, it's not. This is spoiler territory, so it doesn't really matter. There's two guys that get sent to the front of the line to tell this colonel to not attack. If you attack, you're going to get killed. We have confirmation by air that the Germans are trying to fool you, that they're not really pulled back as far as they say, as far as you think they are. So they get tasked to go tell this colonel this news. Well, they get to a farmhouse where, they're looking around trying to find some food and stuff like that. And they watch a dogfight in the air. And one of the planes gets hit, and it comes like down this this valley, and then next thing you know, here it is coming up in the valley, and it's on fire, and it crashes, and whatever. Well, while they're in the middle of that, there's a little bit of stuff that happens right there, and then all of a sudden there are other, within like a 5-minute span, there are other British soldiers, like 2 British soldiers. Then there's a third one, and then the camera pans, and there's 3 truckfuls of them. And this is the first time I'm thinking, did I miss something? Or where the fuck did these guys come from? How did you not hear 4 giant old trucks on a dirt road driving up? How did you not hear that at all? How did that surprise you? And that kind of pulled me out of it a little bit. And then he goes on with the story, and it's just different parts. I was sometimes I really liked this guy, and sometimes I was just bored to death of him. And the whole movie kind of went that way. Plus, I went in the middle of the day thinking I'm good. All right, so I get in the theater, and there's these 2 old ladies that are white-haired old ladies. I mean, Betty Whitish here. And I don't think they'd ever been to a movie. They thought that this was their fucking living room. And they would just talk normal. Like, I was hoping that there was more explosions and noise so that these fucking people would shut up. But they kept drawing me out of it. But I don't think that was enough to make me dislike the film. Because like I said, I did have a good time. I did enjoy the movie. It's just nowhere near Best Picture. Best Picture going to the Joker. It's hands down the best movie of the year. And there's nothing that can touch it. I know Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is up there, and it's up there for me too, Jay, so don't feel bad. But it's not Best Picture material. You'll have to see it. Of course, I have not seen it 17 times. I'm sorry. Maybe that would get me to change my mind. But I haven't seen it twice. And I know that it's amazing. It really is. It's probably, just in 2 viewings, it's definitely in the top 3 of my favorite Tarantino films. And possibly in top 2. I don't know yet. I'll have to watch it another 30, 40 times. But Joker's Best Picture. It just, hands down, it's my favorite film of the year. And 1917. Good job. Later.